First up, though, it's the big man. Semi-final number 1 here in Paris sees world number 1 Brady Ellison going up against world number 39 Federico Musolesi of Italy, who's just 22 years old. Musolesi came through ranking as the 17th seed. There's the trademark wave from Brady Ellison, the American. Well, what can you say about Brady Ellison that hasn't already been said?
He's got one more thing to win.
That's very true. 5-time Hyundai Archery World Cup champion, finals champion, world field archery champion. Got a bronze medal in Rio at the Olympic Games. What's he missing?
That elusive Olympic gold. Will it be Tokyo 2020?
Well, he's back in form. He was the form man as the world went into lockdown. It took him a little bit of time to get back up to his high standards, but he's here shooting for gold in Paris, and it will be Ellison to get the semi-final underway. Musolesi is no stranger to the podium himself, getting a team bronze at stage 2 of the Hyundai Archery World Cup. An 8, though, against Brady Ellison is not going to be enough. You can see the group that he's forming already is very tight indeed. Can't count him down, so under a bit of time pressure there. 17 for his first 2 arrows. Ellison can put this to bed with an 8. Of course, it's a 10 and a perfect 30 to get him underway, settling any nerves that he might have. Getting the first 2 set points. And a 9 for a 26 for Musolesi. Not quite hit the centre yet.
No, Brady straight on form. Just wanted to talk you through the wave at the beginning, which we see Brady do a lot. Now that mirrors what his idol did, basically. So if you watch the film 8 Seconds, a bull rider is one of his idols, and that's why he does the same kind of sign at every event. That is his signal.
We bring you into the commentary box for your expert analysis of archery, and you come up with a bullfighter.
Yeah, rodeo. He's an amazing rodeo. Can't think of the guy's name, but you have to watch the film to find out.
8 seconds, there you go. Well, did you ever think you'd be hearing about the rodeo at a World Cup archery stage? I didn't, that's for sure. Nothing but colour from former world number 1 Nicky Hunt, as Brady Ellison takes a 2-0 lead here in Paris. Don't worry, Nicky, I'll go and watch the film.
I think it's Lane Frost. You'll have to look. You have to watch it.
Musolesi here needs to fight his way back to stay in this particular rodeo. Ellison looking quizzical at his 9. I think he blamed the arrow for that one. The thing here is, in this semi-final, Musolesi's just not at the races yet, is he?
No, he's really got to get himself into the 10. You can't afford to drop points against Brady Ellison.
Well, we were talking about how much you can see at 70 metres. Ellison clearly talking to his coach there about the positioning of that arrow, and an 8 there is just not enough. An unusually low 28 for Brady Ellison. Very good in most people's books, and certainly enough to go 4-0 up. Ellison is a man on fire here.
Yeah, he was just checking with his coach, wasn't he, after that second arrow, that 10. Was that low? Was that low, that 10? I'd need to adjust my sight. That's how precision this is.
Yeah, it went a little high afterwards, but Ellison, don't forget, won the stage in Lausanne, stage 2, so he's already qualified for Yankton, but he just doesn't like anything other than a gold medal. When he competes, it's only for that gold medal.
Yeah, I mean, when we left in 2019, he just won everything that season, and you know, he was already prepared for 2020 to come along, and it's been a build and build and build over so many years, and then the big delay, and it's all been about whether Brady could get back on top and bring back the form that he had back in 2009, and I think he's shown he has.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I think, and the other thing is he was actively involved in the return to archery. The hashtag back to archery went around, and his name was bandied around with that. You saw him shooting a lot at home. He got involved in our lockdown knockout tournament as well. Ellison back on fire here. Musolesi needs to find the centre of the target. There you go. That will settle him. Well, you could see the stabiliser moving a lot there at full draw. A little bit of tension for the Italian. Next to finish. So the 10 for the win. And it's a 9 for a 28 as well. So 2 28s in a row for Brady Ellison. And he's not quite over the line yet. Tied score in set number 3 means it's a single point for Musolesi and a single point for Ellison. 5-1 with the target being 6. They're going to just have a little look at this as they always do, but there's a magnifying glass out there.
Yeah, it's obviously warranted a check.
So we're looking at that 8, are we? It looks like there's a bit of clear space between that and the line.
Yeah, we'll just have to see what the judge says. If they think it's any chance that it could be touching the line, it will be upgraded. If not, it'll be down in the 8.
Would the coach or the athlete themselves ask for that measure?
No, there's nothing you can do as an archer on the shooting line, so that's up to your agent. You'll have someone from your team as your agent down at the targets to do the scoring for you, along with the judge. So they are there to fight your battles, point out any liners that need looking at closely.
Well, they have taken a look at it. It looks like it stayed as it was. No, correction. That was marked up. That 8 was marked up to a 9. A 29 for Federico Musolesi versus a 28 for Brady Ellison. It means Musolesi is on 2 set points to Brady Ellison's 4. He's got himself back in this. Well, correction there. It was marked up on the official scoreboard online, but as you can see, it was all square. Reduced back down to an 8 already on our official scoreboard as well. That one is marked for a measure as well from Ellison. Well, this is very uncharacteristic, isn't it?
Yeah, just losing his way a little bit here with Brady's standards.
Well, marked for a measure that last one as well, so we had some confusion at the end of the last set, and we need to be very careful at the end of this one. In the middle on the spider, the best shot of the lot so far, but a 27 provisionally for Brady Ellison.
Kiesik Lee is coach with him there in the box. Got a pretty good scope with him. I think he's probably been able to tell Brady what's going on.
Well, we've got all sorts going on with our online scoring system, so we're not even going to look at that. Here we're looking at the targets. There's one arrow, the third one from Musolesi for the markup, and the first arrow from Ellison, which was an 8, or provisionally marked as an 8. Well, fist bump from Ellison, confirming that his 8 was marked up to a 9. He was on 5 points, so it was enough to level up on points in that set with Musolesi to take the match 6 set points to 2. Well, a little bit of confusion. Apologies for that from me. The scoreboard was all over the shop for us, but the third set was effectively tied up a point apiece, and as it was in the fourth set. So Ellison, just by his standards, creeping over the line into the final.